Hello and welcome back to Rail Trail Queensland. Now, this is going to be a video of something that I am extremely proud to release, and that is station sign bitmaps for paint.net. Now, I will chuck up on screen a copy of the rail signage manual for 2021, which will showcase the specs and everything related to these station signs. But I would like to take a moment to go through and show everyone how they've been built. So if we just get rid of all of this, we can show you how everything works in this PDN file. So to start off with, we have our signs at the top here. Now these are very simple. These are the TransLink grey, but they've been minused of any colors. And you can see that with this white uneven sort of box here. This is so you can choose anything from the layers tab as it appears over here. So you've got the old design, you have the current design with the new logo, and you've also got the regional design from areas that are not serviced by TransLink, like Gatton, Laidley, etc., etc. Now, this is also a guide on how to use them as well, and there will be a Google Drive link in the description where you can grab your own copy of these files. So, first thing we have to do is we have to decide on what sign we want to create. So, I'll probably do the new ones with the current logo specs, and I will turn on this layer called text field, font, and font guiding. Now the font guiding is a very simple dotted line which shows you where the font should sit. And now we have to pick a station. So I am going to pick just somewhere that I used to live, but somewhere that presents quite a challenge. So I'm probably going to pick Burpengary. So you want to go into this text tool over the side here. You want to select Helvetica 65 medium at 144 points. So all you got to do now is just make sure that you've got the white, and just for easier remembrance, we've put down the bottom here the font you need, the point size, and what color. So just going to type Burpengary, which would help if I was on the right one. You need to make sure that you've got font highlighted. Burpengary. So then what you can do now is then, if we take everything away, but only have the text field, this is the highlightable area that you can use for the Align Object plugin. So if we turn the font back on, we can highlight this, go to Effects. So just to make sure, highlight the text field, click the font layer, Effects, Object, Align Object, and it should be automatically in the middle. Now if we turn all of our baseboards back on, you should see that Burpengary is now, it looks like a station sign, which is absolutely phenomenal. And you can also do the same thing on the bottom row. We're going to choose a short station name. We're going to go for Oxley. Just make sure that it's somewhat in the middle. Same deal. Text field, highlight, font, effects, repeat. And there you have it. But that's not all. I wish that was all, but that is not all. We also have the Maroon map. Now, the Maroon map does not have a text size indicator, but I will add that. What we can do with the Maroon one, though, is we can ignore the spaces and we can lengthen the image, because the original Maroon station signs were dynamic, meaning that they changed size depending on the station name. Whereas nowadays, the signs are uniform, so they have one set size, large or small. So the best way to pick a station and continue with it is to just make your width 4000. So that you have all this space to play with, and you can just shorten it afterwards. we're going to start from scratch. So we're going to turn off layer 5 and make the background pure white. We're also going to then extend our canvas to 4000, as mentioned earlier, and we want the fill to be our primary color. Delete the spaces. You can just turn that layer off, and you can get to work naming your sign. Once your station has been named, you can turn the spaces back on, and then you can slide your text. Whoa, what the heck's happened there? Ah, okay. So there's been an issue with extending. So then you can slide this all the way over. And I will edit these spaces to make sure that they properly represent where this text should sit. But with your 169 point font, the top of your font should sit just on par with the logo, and it should be 50 millimeters from the logo. So what you do then is you can go into your spacer. You can highlight the 200 millimeter spacer at the end, and you can move that towards the end. And it should be able to just touch a single pixel of the Y as such. Then drag it across to meet the end of the sign. Go to Image and crop to selection. So that's how we make a brand new Maroon station sign. So I just got a cat sitting next to me and he's been a doofus. To create an older station sign, one that's been weathered, you want to go into your background and you want to make the hex code 4Fs EB. So it should be FFFFEB. And then make that the background. And then on a separate layer above all else, don't grab my arm, you little shit. You want to turn that on. You want to use the same color code, but make the opacity 25. And that's how you use the Queensland Rail station signs for paint.net.